Okay, this video is going to be about putting a new stock on here. I never did like the wood that's on this. The new one is kind of similar to this, but it's made of like some kind of carbon fiber or something. Anyways, AK-47 Dragunov stock. Okay, these are the front pieces, and this is the butt stock, and they sound really hard. Little package. Oh, okay, new bolts to put in it, and from what I heard, see where this one goes. Anyways, this is where this one bolts up, so I don't think there's a bolt hole in there. So from what I heard, you have to drill the hole in there yourself. So I'm going to have to get me out a drill and drill that hole, make me a little line, maybe put it on here and then drill the hole and screw it in there. So I need to get me a drill bit about that size. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how this comes off. Alright, first bolt is right here at the top. That's the one I need to drill out. And then you got another bolt right here at the bottom. And first thing you got to do to get these front pieces off, you push this little back piece. Let me see if I can get me a punch to push that in. There you go. Then that piece comes off, and then you can take the spring and bolt out. Then you take the gas bolt out, and then on the front you gotta turn this little piece. You gotta lift it up, and that's a little hard to move. Yeah, we'll get my little hammer and hammer it. It's a little rubber hammer. There we go. Let's see, I think it goes straight up. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so there's the gas tube with the wood on it. So we're going to be turning this piece of wood. So I think what I'm going to have to do is bend these two little pieces of metal, then you turn it, and then this top piece goes on here. So it's actually going to be a little longer than what it's used to. It's going to come around farther to the back. And then this right here goes to the bottom. So to undo that, you have to lift a little piece of metal here to release this. So let me see if I can get that. There we go. Hammer it forwards a little bit. think I gotta knock that out with the punch. Yeah, because this front piece is going to have to move out of the way. Yeah, go ahead and hit it some more. Alright, I'll come back to that. Okay, this piece right here, it goes at the bottom in the back. Anyways, that's where it would go. For this piece to fit on, well, I had to take the wood piece off. Well, anyways, it won't fit with this metal piece in there, so you got to take that out. I watched other videos and they didn't mention that, but that has to come out. And then you put this piece here at the bottom. Is this the bottom piece? Yeah, this is the bottom piece. So just push that in here. You move this piece back up, and you got to get it lined up with this little. There's a little groove here and there that this little metal piece goes in, and when you turn it, it locks it in. When you turn it to the back. So there you go. That's in there. Then you got to knock this piece back over here and to lock this bottom piece in, and then this will be in. And then when you put this piece here in the back, it will line up with these screw holes at the top, and that's what there's some long screws in here. Let me open this up. Yeah, got these little skinny long screws. They actually go into the top and screw down to the bottom piece and hold it together. So once that other piece is locked on and all that's in there, it's going to hold all these pieces together, so you don't need this metal piece anymore. And these two are for the buttstock. It's the same stuff that's actually already in there, but like I said, I got to drill a hole in the new piece up here at the top. So I'm going to have to get me a drill bit that fits that size. Anyways, it's got really hard grooved or sharp grooved teeth in it, so you should be able to groove that in, or even use the old bolt. You can use the new one that sticks up a little bit farther. Let's see. Yeah, that's going to stick way too far out, and so I'd advise just to use the old bolt and probably the old nut in there too. Let's see if how this fits in there. Well, I don't know. This one sticks up a bit farther there. Well, I think once the metal's in there, it'd probably be deeper in there. So I don't advise to use the new one. Just use the old one that's in it. So got to unscrew all that out of there. So I'll go ahead and do that and get back to you. Okay, so I got it back together. What I had to do is I had to cut some of this plastic out because it kept pushing up to where I couldn't get this piece back down on there where it would lock in. So I had to take a a knife, this little carpet knife, and then I cut some of the plastic out of it where it would fit back together. So I got the stock back on there, and all I got to do is put all these other pieces back together. So I need to stick this bolt back in there. There we go. So that's in. Take the spring and put it back in there. Okay, so that's up here in the back. Now to put the cover back on it. Yeah, there was a metal piece back here that had to take out that piece right there, so that's no longer in there. And then there was another piece that went underneath. I dropped it somewhere, but anyways, it was a little cover piece that held the wood. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this right here held the wood in, this part up here, but since this is screwed to the bottom, we don't need that anymore. It would just sit in there and rattle around. It won't hook to the wood like the old one did. Okay, so this is the Dragunov stock that's in there instead of the wood one. Alright, thanks for watching. Till the next time. Okay, there it is. I finished it, so that's what it's like. Pull the trigger, it's going on. This already had a suppressor on it. So anyways, now look, everything's right on it. Just took me a few seconds to get that top piece back on there, because it has that little spring that has to pop this little piece back out the back. So I had to push that in and get the spring to pop back up in here. Anyways, that's what the original wood looks like. Wasn't too bad, but I like the Dragunov stock a little better, even though I had to cut it up a little bit here in the plastic because it wouldn't close enough to get that piece to go back down to lock in the top piece. So everything's good now. Till the next video. See you later.